Hey, welcome to the shot of the day. I'm a drinking, so those Chiefs ain't stinking. Let's talk some Kansas City Chiefs football. Chiefs beat the Eagles as I predicted, 27-20. I thought it'd be more of a shootout. I predicted 35-28. Didn't happen. Spread was about the same, but a little slow in the first half. Much more low scoring than I thought it would be. I thought both would come out slinging the ball a little bit more. Alex Smith continued his big dick play out and was throwing the ball down the field in the beginning. Then he went to Turtler. He went turtle. He shook up even on that one run. You saw him. He put his head in his shoulder pads. He still is battling being a big dick player or a turtler. But so far he's edging towards big dick player, and we flew yesterday. Not like Eagles, fly like an eagle. No, we're talking G5. We're talking bell-bottom jeans and the boots with the fur. We're talking the goodie room if the Chiefs keep this. We're talking G5 in the goodie room. And what's in the goodie room? A Lombardi trophy. That's right. That's what we're going for, is a Lombardi trophy. And it's possible this year. I didn't think it would be. I thought this was going to be a bit of a rebuilding year, and we're still not going to know what this team fully is until week 5. But like I said, we flew. People were literally flying. Who said white boys can't jump? Who said white men can't jump? Whoever said that needed to watch the Chiefs game, because Kelce was flying in the end zone like a G5, crowd surfing, old school priest home style into the end zone, and then, white boy Sorenson goes, I'm going to culturally appropriate white men can't jump and prove them wrong. And he flew over some defender, grabbed Wentz, couldn't bring him down completely quick enough, or it would have been the play of the day. I think he maybe has a baby arm there. I'm not quite sure about Sorenson because sometimes he gets locked up, but I think he got frustrated, channeled Eric Berry, flew over the top, couldn't bring Wentz down because Wentz is a big guy. And Sorenson may have a baby arm. I love me some Sorenson. I think he played every snap. He's stepping up. Our safeties are stepping up. Murray, decent. Terrence Mitchell, other than, hey, let's throw the ball up for grabs on that one batted pass that ended up being a big play for Zach Ertz, because that hurt us. Tight ends hurt us yesterday. Zach Ertz, we missed Eric Berry on that. Defense was soft in the beginning of the game, and that worries me, because of what it's going to come down to. We're playing really good teams. If the D is soft in the beginning and they score a lot of, give up a lot of points, will Alex Smith maintain big dick player status? Boots with the fur. G5, that's all I'm talking about. Or maybe it's a G6 these days. I can't keep my references straight. But, Alex Smith, little turtler, but aired it out when he needed it, went deep to Kelce. And we got Tyreek. No havoc yesterday, but he's a good decoy, and especially when some teams play a Tampa 2, it confuses the safeties. They got to respect his speed, which leaves more stuff open the middle, slants. It's why Conley got a big pass, and Conley is the key to our offense because he's got to help stretch it out too. He's got to be a legitimate threat down the field, which will give more opportunities to Kelce, to Tyreek Hill. And don't get me started on the Hunts. We got 2 Hunt running backs now. We got Kareem, and I think we got Akeem was brought up. We cut C.J. Spiller. I think Andy Reid just like screwing with C.J. Spiller's head. Are you here? You're not. No, we're cutting you. I mean, what did he do to deserve this? I mean, he's a booty call at this point. C.J. Spiller's nickname should be Booty Call because we just call him up for a day and then fucking chuck him, turn and burn him, get him out of here. We got him, what we needed, beat it. We got the Hunts, which this is a conspiracy theory. I think Lamar, or maybe even Clark on the side, I got to run the numbers on the edge, but I think they like themselves a little brown sugar. And who doesn't love some brown sugar, a little cream in the coffee? I predict the Hunt kids are the black sheeps, of the Hunt family, and I'm all for that. Is that racist? I don't think so. I'm talking Baba Black Sheep. Kareem Hunt scoring, taking a little nap. Baba Black Sheep. He's the black sheep of the Hunt family in a good way, all right? I mean, I think Lamar, before he died, I think there was some frozen, genital cocktails, and I think they're out there, inseminating women, and they're breeding running backs and giving them the Hunt name. Of course, you got Kareem and Akeem. I don't know if there's an ISIS connection there. I hope not. Just kidding. I love me some Kareem Hunt, and he got tested. He was bottled up a little bit yesterday. Then boom, Akeem had a good run back yesterday, so I can see why they booty called, and we put the boot in booty call because we call up C.J. Spiller, then we give him the boot. I feel bad for the guy. But overall, like I said, Kelce flew. He's a great offensive weapon, but dude, all right, get your head on. What's wrong with your head? I told you last week, you got a scarlet A on your jersey, which is hard to see when you're wearing a red jersey, but you got the scarlet A for asshat because you're going to keep getting these penalties, these taunting penalties. You got to let that go, all right? You're marked with the scarlet A for asshat by the refs. They're going to target you, and you're going to get those penalties, and it's unacceptable. So you're going to have to behave better than average, all right? Get some head. Get some good head. Go James Bond Moonraker. Call up Dr. Holly Goodhead. Who doesn't like good head? You need a good head. You need good head, Kelce. Go get good. You need to get some good head up there, all right, or wherever. That is going to result in you not making asshat penalties. Because if you don't believe me, why do you think at the end of the game when Wentz had to throw that Hail Mary, Kelce was out there for the hands team to break down or intercept the Hail Mary pass? Why did they pull him at the last minute? Because, game can't end on a defensive penalty, or a taunting penalty. And if Kelce would have batted the ball down or intercepted it, he would have started flapping his wings like the eagle, taunting his brother, flapping his gums, And that's why they pulled him, because they couldn't risk the penalty. Now, that's going to be a problem in the postseason if he doesn't go Moonraker and get good head. That's all I'm saying. Get good head, Kelce. Who doesn't like good head? But Christ, yesterday, the Chiefs, I'm going to call them Lord of the Flies. Lord of the Flies, because we're just flying everywhere, and there's just chaos out there. Defense started off a little slow. But Chris Jones, big game. Houston, we have no problem. You are a man. And Tamba Hali dropping some rhymes in his free time right now. I'm a Chief. I like my eats. I feel the heats because I'm a Chiefs. The song, not that good, Tamba. I love you, But actually, technically, with the auto-tune, you're as good as anybody else out there. Future, Logic, Drake, you name him. Tamba Hali can spit rhymes with the best of them. I don't know if you've listened to the tune. I can't play it because of, copyright laws. Look it up on Google. Tamba dropping mean rhymes. What am I saying? Tamba's sitting. He's getting ready. He's chomping at the bit. When he comes back off IR or whatever, I think they're just resting him because he's old. We're going to need him later on because that pass rush came. Chris Jones was a man yesterday. He hurt his neck. I got real nervous. But what I think it did, it severed his spinal cord from his brain, and he stopped thinking, and he just went pure instinct. Pure manimal out there. Just tearing guys up. It was a thing of beauty. I love me some Chris Jones. I'm calling him Manimal because as soon as he broke his neck on that one play, and that's the problem with most athletes. They overthink. Things get too complicated. I overthink. You just got to go pure instinct sometimes. Gut check, boom, fly. I want to see Chris Jones take some flying lessons from Kelce and baby-armed Sorenson. That's what I want to see. But it was just a thing of beauty. Alex Smith managed the game well. He did go little turtler. We got to watch that. That's going to be, but hopefully Patrick Mahomes. I think he's learning a lot, and I think that's very important. Probably, we want Alex Smith to do well this year. One, to hopefully get us to a Super Bowl. Two, to have trade value in the offseason because let's face it, love Alex Smith. But, he should have done this 3 years ago. He's going to be a valuable trade bait at the end of the season. Who do we got coming up? We're playing the homeless, basically. The LA Chargers of Los Angeles, Orange County, Anacrime, Compton. I don't know where they're at. They're at the StubHub. They can't sell out a 27,000-seat stadium, which, high school teams draw more than the Chargers, and they blew it yesterday. this is a dangerous game, all right? Phillip Rivers has been known to tear up the Chiefs until Keenan Allen tears up his knee, all right? This could be a trap game. It's not going to be a home field advantage because if 3 Chiefs fans show up to the StubHub, we have home field advantage. It'll take me back to a game at the Q, Qualcomm, maybe it was the Murph at the time during the Vermeil era. When I was there and the national anthem was being sung, there was probably half the stadium was Chiefs fans, and they said home of the Chiefs. And you could see the Charger players just become deflated. Okay, their balls deflated as if they were in New England. They were, held by a New England equipment manager. You could see their balls deflate, and we destroyed them that day. I think we will have home field advantage at the StubHub, but you cannot, especially for our defense. This will be a test for our defense. If we come out soft, in the beginning, Phillip Rivers, with his weapons, will tear us up. Then we'll have to play catch-up, but then we can count on, I don't know if they're keeping that Korean kicker, or, I don't know, Young Ho Poo. People pay extra for Young Ho Poo in Germany. Scheiße film! Scheiße! Sorry. But, yeah, the Korean kicker, he shamed his family yesterday. We can only hope they keep him for one more week and let him shame his family again. Maybe he's a sleeper agent from North Korea. He could be Kim Jong-un's, little brother that is hiding with the Chargers so he doesn't get whacked by the fat boy with the fade. I don't know, but hopefully we keep, they keep their North Korean kicker, who will nickname, like Trump nicknamed Kim Jong, Rocket Man, because when he kicks, he's launching shit all over the place, but you don't know where it's going to land. He's Rocket Man. Rocket Man! A lot of flying references. Eagles, G5, Kelce, Sorenson. Now we got Rocket Man. I think the Chiefs, they could lose this game. I don't think they will. I'm going to be confident. I'm going to go with the shootout again. The score, Chiefs win this one 35-28. Hopefully it doesn't come down to a field goal. Shit's falling off my computer, but that's okay. Other points. Need D to come out a little bigger, especially the pass rush in the beginning, because Wentz, at times had a lot of time at times. He had a lot of time to throw, and he's mobile and he's big. And Phillip Rivers, you can't give that guy time, even though he throws a weird-ass ball, bad mechanics, but he gets it done. He gets it done. Let's see. Special teams. Once again, I have to wait till week 5 because of practice rules. You just see all teams and skill players starting off slow. But our special teams, we had some good plays on that fumble recovery by Sherman the Tank and the other guy, but we blew some stuff on special teams too. Not happy with special teams. Let's go to the Chiefs website and see what they have to say. Their 10 observations of the game from B.J. Kizzle. B.J. Kizzle. Hey, a guy named B.J., maybe he can help Travis Kelce get some good head. Get his head good. Get his head good, B.J. B.J., get Travis's head good. Does that make sense? Okay, number 1, they say Alex Smith's toughness and leadership was on full display. Yeah, I mean, he's doing a good job. He, aired it out early, which is good. That keeps the defense honest. He did go Turtler. Then he went back out again. Kareem Hunt helped a lot yesterday at the end with that big 50-yard plus run. We're going to need that. Without the run game, we can't put too much on Alex Smith or he'll go full shrinkage, cold water turtler. And, they're going out the West Coast. The water's still warm right now, but it could go cold any day. And we don't want Alex Smith in the ocean getting shrinkage before game time. Just saying. Need to be big dick player, not turtler. Travis Kelce showed he could fly. It's number 2 observation. Yeah, everybody saw that. We're all talking about it. It's good, but, maybe he's flying so much because there's air in the head, all right? There's helium up in here, as DMX would say. But we need to get his head on. Good head. Running back Kareem Hunt did it again. Yeah, he did. He was, bound up early. And another thing is, to help him, our offensive line makes me a little nervous. It's a little porous at times. Mitch Moore's hurt. Foot injury. Hopefully, Zach Fulton did fine because I think they scored a touchdown on the first play. I think, was that the big play? Was that the Albert Wilson? I can't remember. The Whoopie, as I call him, because he is a blue-collar worker, but we need to get Conley more into the the scheme than Albert Wilson. Albert Wilson always makes me nervous. Though he's a blue-collar hard worker, you can't not like Albert Wilson, but it makes me nervous. And that shovel pass on the interior to a tight end or a wide receiver, I don't know how much longer that's going to work. And, Eric Fisher, they're just we need better offensive line play. That was part of the problem yesterday. I thought, at least in the beginning, Alex Smith under much more pressure than Wentz. Wentz in the second half under a lot of pressure. Benny Logan showed up, late in the game, which Poe couldn't do. Poe would fade late in the game. We're looking like we're paced out a little better, and we're peaking at the end of the game defensive line-wise, which is good. We don't want to get tired. A lot of that has to do with Justin Houston. He took over the fourth quarter. God bless him. Chris Jones had the game of his life. Who wrote this, BJ? Did you go to Sergio Dip? Chris Jones? Was he having the time of his life? Come on now, BJ. BJ needs some good head, too, when he's riding. Smith's late 35-yard shark to Chris Conley, like I was saying. That's important. Got to get Conley in this more. We drafted him high as a big catch radius guy down the field to win those 50-50 balls. And that's, when Alex Smith throws a 50-50 ball, because you don't know if he has the balls to throw it, and then it's 50-50. So it's really 25-75 if you do the math. Never mind. Let's see. Center, Mitch Morse. We talked about that. Long snapper. Oh, gotta love some long snapper. James Winchester, the rifle, forced a fumble. I like that. That's what shot down the Eagles, the Winchester. I got a Daniel Sorenson, Channered his inner Travis Kelce. I don't know if you want Travis Kelce in you, if you're a man, just saying. But hey, Rainbow Coalition, whatever floats your boat, I'm all for that. I don't care, whatever. But Daniel Sorenson, fly, but you got to work on, get one of those hand grippers. Get one of those hand grippers to work on that baby hand so you can bring the quarterback down. It was a hell of a play. I'm just teasing you. Let's see. Chiefs followed up the offensive explosion. Yeah, it was good. Big numbers again, not like we did with the Patriots, but that's like a once-in-a-season game. So consistency will be good. This is very important. Like I say, the Chargers, you can't, last year the Chargers were killing us until, Keenan Allen blew out his knee, which is a possibility. This is the furthest he's gone in a season before blowing out his knee, so he's due. So maybe we'll get lucky and he blows out his knee. I don't wish that upon anybody. But it's going to be a tough game. We should get home field advantage at the StubHub. We just got to keep playing like we're playing, but we need to tighten up special teams. We need to tighten up our offensive line. We need to just be a little more aggressive on defense in the beginning of the game, especially against a QB like Philip Crimea Rivers. Bolo! Be on the lookout for a bolo tie. Good Lord. Don't get beat by a guy with a bolo tie. Though I've been known to rock a bolo tie in the day with some pretty rocking, hair. Let's see. A little Duran. I think I covered everything, We were, they can enjoy this win. They can, fly like an eagle. You can be a little midnight toker for the pain, if you know what I mean. That should be, just don't, know when your testing schedule is. That's all I'm saying. And Kelce, like I said, get your head on straight. At least he's not doing stuff off the field that we know about yet. Not going Zeke Elliott, who that, I see the Dallas Cowboys crumbling. Zeke quit yesterday. He should just take the suspension and get some good head too. Because I think the Cowboys, the Broncos scare me. The defense scares me, and that's going to be a real test. Yeah, Kelce. I think Kelce reminds me a lot of Jared Allen, and I loved me some Jared Allen. I hated to see him go. He got some DWIs that reason we kind of let him go, which I never thought we should have. He was just drinking beer. It wasn't like he was, come on. We should have kept Jared Allen. I don't want to see Kelce be let go because of, either on the field behavior or hopefully it doesn't translate into off the field behavior. Like I said last week, his fashion choices are the only thing off the field that are really bad. He dresses like an Amish pimp at times. And that level of difficulty, you get a 10 for, but it's still a scarlet A for ass hat because of bad head. No one wants bad head. Good head. Good head, not bad head. Good head. Let's go Chiefs. Love you guys. See you next week after another victory. Whoops. Shot of the day. Ah! Double hammer strike to the Eagles, where the master beat the student. Obi-Wan beat Luke. But you, like I said, you're going to see that matchup in a Super Bowl in the future in a few years. You know, if we don't make a Super Bowl this year, in a couple years, it'll probably be Mahomes versus Wentz, Reid versus, as I climb the ladder here, I'm a bad kitty cat. Climbing the ladder here, you know what I mean. Wentz, Mahomes, Reid, Peterson. If FAO Schwartz doesn't take out Peterson and take over his job, but I think that's a future Super Bowl matchup right there. I think you see Eagles versus Chiefs, Reid versus Peterson, Mahomes, versus Wentz. Hopefully, it's kind of a Montana Steve Young thing where we get a Super Bowl with Alex Smith. We trade him off. He goes to another team, and Mahomes steps in, a la Steve Young, and we get another Super Bowl over the Eagles and Wentz. I'm calling my shot now, though I need to chill on the shot. Love you guys. Love the Chiefs Kingdom. See you soon. Chiefs!